July 2020 Planetary Transits for Taurus and Taurus Rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Taurus on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin July 1st, 2020, with 2 retrograde planets in Capricorn in the 9th house sector. Jupiter at 24 degrees conjunct Pluto at 24 degrees. The Sun is placed in the 3rd house at 9 degrees of Cancer, with the planet Mercury at 9 degrees of Cancer, retrograde. The planet Venus is at 5 degrees of Gemini in the 2nd house. In the 10th house, we have the planet Saturn at 0 degrees of Aquarius, retrograde and re-entering Capricorn on July 1st and moving back into your 9th house. Mars is moving through the 12th house at 1 degree of Aries. Neptune is at 20 degrees of Pisces, retrograde in the 11th house. The moon is in Scorpio at 17 degrees in the 7th house sector, and Uranus is in the 1st house at 9 degrees of Taurus. Overview. Transiting Mars will conjunct the sidereal Sun placement of April 20th through May 2nd birthdays between July 7th and July 31st. Please try to channel this extra dose of energy and stamina constructively and not destructively. Put it into your work, exercise routine, or home renovations. Strive to be patient, think before you act, and do whatever is necessary to de-stress. Avoid making war, lashing out, or indulging in destructive actions against yourself or others. Please refer to my videos on the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction 2020 for Taurus and Taurus Rising, uploaded in December 2019, as well as my video on the 6-month transit of Mars in Aries for Taurus and Taurus Rising, if you have not already done so. May 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th birthdays have transiting Jupiter in Capricorn trine the Sun all month. A lucky vibration. Reach out for what you desire. May 4th through 7th birthdays have Jupiter square their sidereal Sun placement. Avoid going overboard with anything, as this is an energy of excess. It requires forethought, temperance, and moderation across the board to be positive. May 7th and 8th have Pluto exactitude square their sidereal Sun all month, and May 11th, 12th, 13th have transiting Saturn in Capricorn square the sidereal Sun all month. Hard work and self-discipline is required now for success on all levels. Please refer to my video on the Saturn-Pluto conjunction and hard aspect to the Sun, uploaded in August 2019 for details. May 13th and 14th births have Pluto trine the Sun all month, and May 17th, 18th, and 19th have Saturn trine the Sun, both empowering and strengthening influences. May 9th through 11th births have Neptune sextile the Sun, a romantic, creative, and spiritual vibration. Please refer to my video on the Neptune effect on Venus, which is applicable since Neptune-Sun energies may also bring love. April 28th through May 1st births have the planet Uranus in Taurus conjunct the Sun all year, a harbinger of change. Uranus is exciting, electric, and enlivening. Expect to be wide awake, stimulated, and set free. The tempo of your life will speed up tremendously. Expect to draw into your life Uranians and Aquarians, or simply unique, unusual people who expose you to alternate lifestyles. Remember, you're the magician. These energies move through your consciousness, and from moment to moment, you are directing how these energies will manifest in 3D reality. It's your responsibility to be aware of how you're being impacted, and then consciously manifest that energy in the most constructive and creative way possible. That is what a true magician does. The Darth Vaders out there who have been seduced by the destructive side of the Force are utilizing the same energies to dismantle creation and bring the collective consciousness down. Whatever path the soul chooses, one thing is certain: They will have to confront the karmic backlash of their actions. Keep in mind, karma has nothing to do with right or wrong. It is an impersonal, knee-jerk reaction of the cosmos. Action-reaction, cause and effect. On July 1st, Sun sextile Uranus between houses 3 and 1 could bring informative communication or an opportunity from a relative, neighbor, or acquaintance. Uranus rules innovative ideas and unique solutions to issues you may be dealing with. Also, on July 1st, retrograde Saturn moves back into the sign of Capricorn and shifts into your ninth house sector. July 5th brings the full moon, 12:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 13 degrees of Capricorn in opposition to the Sun at 13 degrees of Cancer, spanning houses 9 and 3, highlighting communication and connections, both local and international. The planet Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus is making a harmonious trine to this full moon in your ninth house and a sextile to the Sun in the third, bringing the possibility of good news related to legalities, education, travel, or publishing. On July 8th, under Mercury square Mars between houses 3 and 12, control your tongue and temper, especially with regard to those in your day-to-day environment. This energy is argumentative, mentally aggressive, and egocentric. In your 12th house, it may stir up repressed anger. Strive to be conscious and careful of accidents, especially if you're on the road. On July 12th, Sun trine Neptune between houses 3 and 11 is a romantic, creative, and spiritual vibration that may manifest through communicating or socializing with friends or simply staying at home and peacefully recharging your batteries. Also on July 12th, the planet Mercury turns direct motion at 5 degrees of Cancer in your third house sector. On July 14th, the Sun will make an opposition to the planet Jupiter between houses 3 and 9, a positive energy as long as you avoid going overboard, especially when communicating. Arrogance and overconfidence in how you present your ideas may be off-putting to your contacts. Also, take care not to step on anyone's toes today and diminish their opinions. The Sun opposed Pluto on July 15th is an aspect that warns against power struggles. Pluto energies can seem very threatening to those around you, who will then react by trying to stop you. Obviously, not the way to win anyone over. Of course, you may experience this energy in projected form and draw in someone who is overstepping your boundaries. As an aspect of potential violence, stay away from volatile people and circumstances. July 20th brings the new moon, 1:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 28 degrees of Cancer, 27 minutes in the third house, highlighting communication, relatives, neighbors, siblings, and day-to-day contacts over the month ahead. This new moon is in opposition to the planet Saturn at 28 degrees of Capricorn, retrograde in your ninth house. Communication and mutual understanding may be challenging over the month ahead. Avoid feelings of depression, futility, and hopelessness. Saturn can warp your outlook to the point where you only see the negatives and none of the positives. Apply the antidote to Saturn, Jupiter's positivism and hope. On July 22nd, the Sun enters Leo and moves into your fourth house. Also on July 22nd, Mercury sextile Uranus between houses 3 and 1 could bring discussions and innovative solutions to support the changes that are happening. Stay open to ideas and suggestions made by others today. Jupiter sextile Neptune on July 27th between houses 9 and 11 may bring an opportunity to learn about the spiritual dimensions of life on a deeper level, possibly through drawing in a spiritual teacher or guide. Also on July 27th, Venus square Neptune between houses 2 and 11 may indicate receiving sad news about a friend. On another level, guard your finances and spend only on necessities. Mercury square Mars, occurring later in the day on July 27th, between houses 3 and 12, is frictional. Try to control what you say and, more importantly, how you say it. Stimulus from your current environment may stir up repressed anger from your past. Strive to be conscious. July 30th brings Mercury opposed Jupiter and Mercury trine Neptune, positive, sensitive, and healing energies under which to mend any recent discord in your relationships.